Hi everyone, Yap here. So today I will be showing you the first SysOps lab because I'm going to take an exam, so I do some SysOps lab to help me and help you to tackle the SysOps lab, right? So this is actually the exam guide. Okay, it's from the AWS, so you can see we will go through one by one. So first one is domain one. We will do the monitoring, logging, and remediation. So in this lab, I have basically created and help you on how to export the log to CloudWatch, collect the metric using CloudWatch agent, create CloudWatch alarm, right? Create create metric filter, and then dashboard is actually quite straightforward lah. So I just skip it, and then configure notification. We are using the SNS lah, right? So in this lab, we will learn these few things, alright? So I will show you the diagram, alright? So basically, first, we create an EC2 instance. This is quite straightforward lah. Then after that, the first thing very important, you need to give a CloudWatch Full Access role to the EC2 instance. This one, if you don't understand, you may need to go and study the IAM theory lah, right? We can assign a role to the EC2 instance so that the EC2 instance can actually uh, become use the CloudWatch Full Access role to actually put some data into the CloudWatch log, right? So this is the first step, is very important. You need to assign the CloudWatch Full Access role to the EC2 instance, and then after this, you will install the CloudWatch agent into the EC2 instance. Alright. After install, it will begin sending the data into CloudWatch log. Alright. So basically, what the EC2 instance sending the data is actually all the default data. So in the case you want to do some testing like trigger the alarm, everything, you can't do with default data because default data is quite limited. If let's say you only sending default data, maybe it will just capture like, oh, you install the CloudWatch agent, all those things only, right? So we need to actually modify it a bit using the custom data so that we can actually uh, ask the EC2 send like, let's say I want to send like informational message or error message, we can customize what data we want to send to the CloudWatch log, right? But this one is just for the lab purpose, right? So CloudWatch log get the data ID, then we can, if let's say got a few data ID, alright, so we can generate a metric filter. Basically, it's just filter the data from the CloudWatch log. Let's say, oh, got the error, so we will filter the word out lah, the error word, okay, and then we will create a namespace and create a metric using the metric filter as well. And then after this, we will, let's say, okay, CloudWatch metric filter already created, it detect the error message already, then we will create an alarm, right? So let's say we receive more than how many error message, it will trigger the alarm, and the alarm will send the notification to SNS topic, right? SNS topic will create a email notification to our user, or actually our subscriber for this topic, right? So basically, this is the lab scenario we're going to create. Is not a really big scenario lah, right? But then I will just guide you step by step, right? So let's go with it. So scenario 1, actually this is scenario 2, okay. Scenario 0, right? Install IAM user, right? So this one I didn't draw out, right? So I just show you now, alright? Is not install IAM user, is actually assign IAM role to EC2 instance. So this IAM role, we need policies with CloudWatch Full Access. Alright. So first, we are going here. Let's go to the IAM. Okay, let's go to IAM. Okay, first you need to create the role first, and then let's go to role. We create a role. So let's say EC2. Okay. So the role, the policy we're going to have is, we don't need to create the policy. We just type CloudWatch Full. Okay, CloudWatch Full Access. Okay, you attach the policy to the role. Then the role name we'll just put same name with the policy lah. Easy for us later on. Full access. Okay, I just put a SysOps lab, right? So this is the role name. Later on we need to assign our EC2 instance with this role name. Okay, because this role already have all the full access for the CloudWatch, right? Right, CloudWatch full access. Okay, great role. It's okay if you don't understand, you just follow what I do now. Maybe later on I will create a lab based to focus on the IAM, right? So we already created. Let's see whether we can view the role. So we have this CloudWatch full access, the role name, and then we have the inside it we have the policy CloudWatch full access, right? So the second thing we need to do is to launch an instance, right? EC2A. Then this one, keypad. If you don't understand, you can go to my beginner lab. Security group, give this launch instance. Okay. So basically, I already run the EC2B lah, because later on we will be using it. So now we already launch EC2A. Alright. So first thing first, we need to do what? First thing we need to do to assign the role. Actually, it's an instant profile lah, right? Assign the role to the EC2 instance, right? So if you want to assign the role, you just click the EC2 instance, then you go to security, modify IAM role. Okay, so you choose the CloudWatch full access update. So actually you can do it during launch also can, but this one I just show you how to do after you launch, right? Okay, so modify IAM role, SysOps lab, update. Alright, so we already assign the role to our instance. Okay, next we will do the CloudWatch agent. We will install the CloudWatch agent. Okay, so first, how to do it? I will just later I will put the all the notes in my description box there. You can just copy this, right? So let's go in, connect using the instant connect, easy, right? So let's go to super user. Okay, then after that we will update. Okay, yum update, yes. Okay, so you update the instance. Okay, so basically I will do it on both my instance right? So EC2B I also do with it I think. Okay, just close this. Alright, let's give you a moment. Okay, completed. Next we will install the yum install ny AWS log. Alright, okay, so completed. We already installed the what? The CloudWatch agent, right? So after you install the CloudWatch agent, what do you do next? Okay, we need to start the agent, right? So before you start, let's check whether the CloudWatch got something inside here or not. Log group. Okay, kosong empty without anything So let's go and start the instance. So before you start, actually you need to change the region first. Okay, so now I will just simulate if let's say you didn't change the region, what will happen? VIM etc. Oh no, I will just start it. Service, yeah, the ds log d start. So this is the command. Oh, sorry, typo. Okay, so this is the command to start the instance. Let's just check the status. So the CloudWatch daemon is running already. Alright, the agent is installed. Okay, good. So let's go and see. Okay, you can't see over here because default region is US East 1. So that's good. US East 1 and see whether got the CloudWatch agent collected or not. Okay, you can see something is collected, right? So if you didn't specify the region, you will go to the North Virginia region. Okay, let's see whether it's the correct. So it's instance 836A. Let's see. Okay, 836A. So actually it already flew over to the North Virginia region. So we need to prevent this to happen. So we need to do what? Let's delete this first. Okay, so we go back to the instance, right? Then we will do some tweaking on the configuration file, etc AWS logs awscli.conf. Okay, so this is the default region, right? US East 1. So what is our region now? We are at Singapore, AP Southeast 1, right? So let's if you not familiar with the command, click I, okay, and then you can edit this, right? AP Southeast 1. Then you click escape, and then you without anything here, you click semicolon WQ exclamation mark. Those who are not familiar lah, right? Just bear with me. Okay, so it's saved already, so you can just cat it, output it, right? So you can see AP Southeast 1. Okay, so let's see whether it will auto reflect on the CloudWatch or not. Okay, I think it's not reflecting. We need to restart the agent, right? So let's stop the agent and then restart back the agent. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so you can see we already have the message, and then let's check whether it's from the instance. Okay, 836A, correct? 836A. So basically we have already done the default conventional method, right? So this is how you set up your CloudWatch agent in your your environment lah, right? This is the correct way. So basically we have installed the CloudWatch agent in our EC2A, and then it will the CloudWatch will collect the data from EC2A, right? So if you want to see the data, okay, so this is the data collected. You click in this, then you can see, oh, we have start the daemon, all those things. Not much, right? Because I just changed it to the Singapore region. The previous region is not reflected, right? This one is after I changed the region, then I stop the agent, I start the agent. Only this. So let's say, oh, I want to trigger an alarm. I want to put some error message inside. How do I do it? So now I will be teaching you how to do it, right? Because if let's say it's very hard to show you if let's say I want to do using the conventional method and force it to have some error, right? Okay, so now we will do the same thing again, but then we will tweak it, and then we will put in the custom data into the CloudWatch log, right? So we go to our instance 2, okay, EC2B, right? So the instance, let us check just now. Okay, already got the row, good. Okay, so let's sudo su, then just a refresh back the scenario 2. Okay, so we will be using yum install. Okay, so we will be installing the agent. Okay, completed. So let's check whether we can run the service AWS logs, and then start. Okay, and check the status. Okay, running, good. So I forgot to change the region. You see, this is what happened lah. We didn't do correctly. So we need to go in here and delete the CloudWatch. Okay, I need to go in and delete it again. So troublesome. Sorry, So this one is okay. You see it will be pumping data inside here again. See that? Okay, so avoid doing this. So follow the correct way when you do. After this, you will change the region first. Don't just go and start the agent. So let's go and change the. I'll just copy lah. Lazy. Go here. We change to AP sub is 1. Okay. Then we start the agent. Okay, so if let's say we go back to our region Singapore, you click in this, you can see 2 instances, but then we don't want you to use the default way. Okay, so we're going to change it to use the yup.log. Okay, so this one you just follow along, alright, because this one is just some backdoor way to let you to have your custom log, right? So you can just follow what I do now, right? So let's go in the AWS logs, and then AWS logs dot config. Okay, so basically inside here you're going to scroll it down, okay, until here. Then you will have this. So you can see this one is the default path, right? If you can see from here, so var log messages, right? This is the default path. So you're going to change it, right? You're going to change it to yup test.log. So we're just testing the log whether it will show or not. So after that, the file we're going to same, but we change the messages to yup test.log. So we will actually grab what is inside the yup test.log, right? So for the log group name, I will just put yup test.log. Okay, so done. Okay, so basically we have do the customization of the configuration file, which is not recommended you to do. So if let's say we go back here, I don't think we will receive anything. Let's see. because previously is grabbing the data from the messages, right? But now I change to I change it to test.log. So now the CloudWatch agent is actually grabbing all the logs from our test.log. Okay, so let's go and see. Let's go and create the test.log in the directory. Okay, so cd slash and then ls. So you can see we are going to put inside the variable and log. So let's go cd var. We have the log. Okay, cd log. Okay, so inside here, as you can see, we have message or not. So messages, previously you will grab from these messages. Alright, so let's see messages. So you can see a lot is happening. Right, it is keep on grabbing the data. Right, so now it's already not grabbing from the messages. It will grabbing for yaplab.log inside this directory. So we need to create a test.log, right? So let's echo something, maybe test data 1, and then we'll go inside the test.log, right? Let's see. So we have the test.log over here. Let's see what's inside test.log. So we have test data 1. So let's just key in another data inside 2. Okay, so I have 2 test data. So let's see whether it's reflected here or not. Oh, we need to restart the agent. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so it already appear here. Test.log. Let's click and see. Okay, file 1 EC, correct or not? File 1 EC, correct. Right, so you can see. So you can see we have test data 1, test data 2. Okay. Okay, so basically we already succeeded to do this method to send the custom data to CloudWatch log. Okay. Okay. So this is basically a mini one, right? We drill down diagram. So EC2B, we have a CloudWatch agent. We modify the output and then we send the custom data to CloudWatch log. So next one, we will be creating the metric filter. So basically, we have EC2B. We already done all this thing. We will create a filter, the metric filter, and then we will filter the error. Okay, I will show you what we're going to do here. Okay, first we go to log group. Okay, test.log. We're going to do on this log group. Okay, we click action, create metric filter. So the filter pattern, actually you can select a few, right? So in this case, I will select error, right? So this one you can just ignore it, because if let's say I choose this, right? This is our instance log. We only have test data 1 and 2. So if let's say test pattern, it won't come out anything else. There is no error inside here, right? So if let's say I put test data, we test the pattern, you can see we have 2 events, test data 1, test data 2. So this one will stick to error, right? So later on I will just pump in some error message inside and trigger the alarm. Okay, so this one we just ignore. We click next first. Okay, filter name. This one is just SysOps that filter lah. So anything with SysOps I will delete later on lah. Okay, metric. Okay, this is the metric namespace. Later I will show you what is it. Okay, SysOps metric namespace. You will create a namespace in the metric here, right? And then the metric name, it will be the error metric. Okay, SysOps. This one error filter. Okay, this metric value, let's say got one value, one error occur, then we put one lah. We will keep on adding on the value lah, right? So this one is optional, we just ignore it. Next, so we create the metric filter. Okay, so we have the SysOps lab error filter, right? So basically we already create the filter lah. Okay, and then so we already done this until create the metric filter. So next we're going to create the CloudWatch alarm. Okay, so before we create the CloudWatch alarm, we need to create the SNS topic first. So when you create the CloudWatch alarm, you can actually associate it to the SNS topic, right? So let's go to create the SNS topic. Let's go to SNS topic. Okay, so go to topic, create the topic. Okay, SysOps topic, right? Create the topic. Okay, SysOps topic. Create the topic, and then we create a subscription. Okay, subscription basically is if let's say we trigger this topic, it will send the notification to where, right? So the protocol, actually you can select a few. We will just use email, so we will use SysOps. Yup, I think easier Yup Lab lah, at melinator.com. Okay, this melinator is actually a virtual email lah, melinator.com. Okay, so if you don't want to use your own email, you can actually use this, right? Because it will be spamming your email. So I will just Yup Lab melinator. Okay, we create the subscription. Okay, and then we go here, then we put Yup Lab. Okay, so we have a subscription received just now, right? So you confirm the subscription. Okay, subscription confirm. Let's see. So okay, we already confirm, and then the topic is SysOps topic. We already confirmed the subscription. Because this one is the previous one, you just ignore it, right? So basically the topic, if let's say anything we send to the topic, okay, it will actually trigger and send the email to our subscription, right? So if let's say some error trigger, it will actually trigger some error message here lah. So now this one is previously I tested one, alright? So later on, let's see whether we will receive the error or not, right? Okay, so basically this scenario 4 we already done. We created SNS, and then we created SNS topic, and then we use a subscriber, right? So let's go to the CloudWatch alarm. Okay, next we will be creating the CloudWatch alarm. Alright, so it's basically this part lah, right? So let's detail the diagram a bit. Okay, so we already sent the custom data into the CloudWatch log, already done. Metric filter created. So when we create the CloudWatch alarm, we will input some error data to the CloudWatch log to create the simulation, and then trigger the CloudWatch alarm, and then it will trigger SNS topic and send the email to the subscriber. Alright, so this is the last step, which is a bit complicated lah, right? So let's go here. Okay, we go to the CloudWatch, okay, then we go to logs group, and then we go to the yup test log. Okay, then at the metric filter, we will click the metric filter, click the metric filter and click this, create alarm. So navigate you to a new page, and then the metric name, okay, statistic, okay, this one will just leave it default. And then if let's say the metric error is greater than 0, because we're going to trigger once one alarm is inside, right? So once it's more than 0, okay, it will trigger the alarm, right? So we click next. Okay, so we will alarm state trigger is in alarm, right? So if let's say trigger the alarm, we will select an SNS topic, we will send to this topic, just now I created one, remember? And then yup.melinator.com, this is the subscriber. Then we will click next. Okay, alarm name, SysOps error alarm, right? Click next, create alarm. So now it's creating the alarm. It will take some time to create the alarm. Okay, let's go back first. We go to our instance. Where's my instance? Okay, instance connect. Okay, so let's see what is inside now. So now it's test 1, test 2. So let's simulate to put in some error data inside. Okay, echo error error 1. Okay, error 2. Okay, so simulate, we are putting some custom data lah inside the CloudLog, right? So let's cat. So we have some error already, right? So let's go to our CloudWatch. Okay, alarm is still pending state. Okay, let's go to this one, and then we go to this one. Okay, we just make sure whether the custom data we input is captured or not. Okay, it's captured already. So let's just wait for the alarm to actually take place, right? So it may take some time. We already input it. Okay, so you can see it's already in alarm, right? So because we have some error message inside the logs, right? It detected, and then what it do is, okay, we have some error data inputted inside the CloudWatch log, and then the filter, it detected the error message, and then we'll send the notification to the alarm. So now alarm is already triggered, right? Okay, so after alarm trigger, we'll send the SNS topic, and then we'll trigger the email notification. So let's see the email, whether it's there or not. So you can see, I think this one I need to refresh. Okay, you can see SysOps error alarm, which is the alarm we created just now, SysOps error alarm, right? Then you click in, you'll see the details. Okay, the SysOps metric namespace, and then we got SysOps metric, which we just now, which we declared just before that. So the metric, actually you can see from here, SysOps metric namespace is actually the previous metric we created, right? So it will show on all metric, and then it will grab lah. This one is basically when we are creating the metric filter, we are creating the custom namespace. Namespace is actually, let's say the default namespace, we have like EC2 namespace. So when you click in EC2 namespace, we have all those dimension. Let's say for instance metric, you can see, if let's say CPU network. Okay, we can check this. Then we can see lah actually how is the value, because this one I just use for testing purpose, so you can't see much value inside here, right? So this is the default one, but when you're creating, just to remember, when you're creating the metric filter, you are going to create a custom namespace here, right? So that's it. You have succeeded to basically create a mini project, and then you hope you understand what is actually happening. All right, just to recap, okay, from first to the end. So first we create an EC2 instance, okay. Then very important, you need to attach the CloudWatch Full Access role to the EC2 instance, okay. Then after that we install the CloudWatch agent, right? So after we install the CloudWatch agent, remember we need to do the region changing at the config. You need to change to our region. If you are in North Virginia, you can just use the default region, but in case like me, we are using Singapore region, you need to change it to Singapore region, right? So after you change it, then the next thing you need to change, if you want to try out this lab, you need to change the AWS log.config file, right? So that you need to change it to your desired. For my case, I will use yaptest.log lah. All right. So after you've done this, then you will actually use you can actually input the custom data into your CloudWatch log. All right. So the CloudWatch log will after this you need to create a CloudWatch metric filter, right? So by using the filter, the error message, and then you create your custom namespace and metric lah, right? So after you create the CloudWatch metric filter, you can actually use the metric filter to trigger the CloudWatch alarm, and then the CloudWatch alarm will actually trigger the if let's say you input some error data inside, it will trigger the CloudWatch alarm, and after this it will trigger the SNS topic and will send the email notification to our subscriber, right? So hope you like my video, and remember if it helps you in your SysOps exam, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Okay, this has been a long one, but I will put some section there, right? So thanks for watching. Bye.